Hold on, check this out. That's the sound of heavy metal going on. Glad you took a break from the porno for just a little while on the internet. I know there's a lot of porn on the internet. You want to learn a fucking riff that will get you fucking laid? Do this one, dude. It's pretty simple. It's Metallica, but everybody likes that, and the girls seem to love that one. I don't know whether, or this one gets laid, guys laid all the time. Oh, girls love that. I don't know why. And it's a really easy riff, but I've gotten laid more on that from Slash's guitar licks than I have from mine, which is pretty amazing. I always Slash a blowjob. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I've gotten laid that many times from his stuff. This is Satchel, the main lead guitar player in Steel Panther. Steel Panther, if you're not familiar with Steel Panther, then it's called Google, all right? Go on Google and type in Steel Panther, and then you're going to see how completely bitching we are. Right now, if you just happened upon this, you're probably like, why is this sexy model guy with the guitar, what's this all about? Well, this sexy model guy is more than just a sexy model guy, okay? I'm a multi-talented entertainer, right? And guitar player and songwriter, and I also play percussion, and I do other things. Tell the bass player what to play, all that shit. Teach the singer how to pronounce words. You're probably wondering what I have up my sleeve for today. Well, I don't have any sleeves, as you can see, because I like to show off my triceps. Because I work hard. I do a lot of mixed martial arts type exercises. Try to keep the heart pumping, you know. I drink a lot, party hard, you know, and you should too, really, because why play guitar unless you're going to party, right? I mean, seriously? This is all about getting chicks, right, guys? Even you little kids out there, I know, 7, 8-year-olds, you start because you want to get those girls at school looking at you. Because, you know, you feel funny in your corduroy pants that your mom bought you. And you want to do something special to get the ladies. And that's what I'm here to help you do. And today, I want to talk about a little song called Gold Digging Whore. Something everybody can relate to, even you 8-year-olds, I know. Because there's always somebody out there that's just talking to you because they know you got extra lunch money, right? In the lunch line. Well, this song, it never stops. These ladies are always, at my age, you know, they see me drive by in my, my 92 Toyota Corolla with 22-inch rims, and they know I got a lot of expendable money. You know, that's why I wrote this song. It's called Gold Digging Whore. And the solo in Gold Digging Whore, it's a timeless classic. I know, maybe it sounds a little bit arrogant. I'm the guy who wrote it. But this solo has been nominated for, not Grammy Awards, but like in Guam, it was nominated for a Grammy. Just on the note choice alone. Simplicity can be very, very good. Like, I don't want, like my girls, I only like them to have one vagina. I don't want more than that. It's enough for me, you know. Sometimes, you know, I mean, if you get into, you know, hermaphrodites, stuff like that, you don't know what you're doing down there. There's too many things to grab a hold of and, you know, do things with. You just keep it simple. That's my philosophy. So Community Property, I like this song, and I want to show you the chords because, you know, they're very simple. This first chord in Community Property, I would give you the stars in the sky, but they're too far away. I'm going to put reverb on my vocals on this so it sounds good. I want to make it clear so you retain it. My dick's a free spirit, yeah. Basically the same chords. So I can play that whole song and never move from that position and get more girls on my jock in one song than you've had in your whole 15-year-old life. How bitchin' is that? Sometimes you gotta tune your guitar up. Let me just do that real quick. Okay, that's good. Ready? Gotta put that vibrato on those notes too. Yeah, girls love vibrato. Now if you play it like this with no vibrato, that's ugly, you know? You're not gonna get laid that way. So you gotta get... You know what I'm saying? The vibrato makes all the difference, kids. A lot of kids don't realize that. You know, that's a very big thing these days.
Totally.
And the kids these days are used to doing this. And there's no vibrato, and they never get laid. That's why they're so angry. They play this really angry music, but see, you gotta... And then hitting that evil tritone note, the flat fifth or the sharp four, and putting the vibrato on heavy right there. This is where all that vibrato practice that you've been doing while you're on the toilet with your guitar comes in, it pays off right here on this note. So you go. It's always good to have, it's good to have vibrato. That's always a good thing.
The right attitude as well?
Attitude, it's all about attitude. Look at this face, man. It's full of attitude. I don't even have my eyeliner on, and I've still got attitude.
Now talking about attitude, you're the only guitar player in Steel Panther.
Yes, because I don't work well with other guitar players. I don't like them.
Because your attitude and your ego is so big?
Well, it's not because my attitude and ego, I'm very easy to work with. It's just that all these other guitar players are usually assholes, okay? Keep that in mind. When you're working with other guitar players, the chances are that guy's gonna be a jerk. So I try to be the bigger person, and that's why every time we've had two guitar players in Steel Panther, I always fire them,
Now you seem like a guitar player that has a very complex vocabulary, talking about riffs and solos and styles.
And I know a lot of words.
But it's got very obvious.
Reciprocate. That's a good word.
Right. It's a tough word for me right now. But you seem to be a big fan, obvious, of Eddie Van Halen.
I do like Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
We have a lot in common. I've got 22 frets on this. He's got 22 frets on his guitar. My guitar has 6 strings. His guitar has 6 strings.
Now, style-wise,
vaginas. I like vaginas. What's that?
Style-wise.
Oh, style-wise. Yeah, that's true. Go slow. Work it up to speed, but make sure it's always clean. Because if it starts getting sloppy, that's when you get fired. Okay. I almost got fired from Steel Panther one time, and then I reminded the guys that I started the band, so they can't fire me. It's pretty awesome. So start your own band too, and then you can't get fired. Then you can play as sloppy as you want, dude. Get drunk every night before the show. Slop it up. It doesn't really matter if you play sloppy anyway, right? Because the singer's always going to be out of key, right? The more out of tune you are, the more out of tune he is, the better it's going to be in the long run. You want to make sure your notes are audible so people can hear them. And that's the main thing, don't play faster than your ability. And because you won't get any pussy, really. I mean, that's the main thing. That's what it's all about.
Well, Satchel, talking about pussies, the most important question we have is right now. Tell us what is the most important lick to get laid.
You know what? I gotta say this. It's not even one that I wrote, but if you're a kid and you play in a band and you want to get laid, this is the lick to learn, because I don't know why this is, but even young girls, they know this lick if you play this on guitar. I know 5-year-old kids that can play that and they get laid. 5-year-olds. I don't know why. Girls love that lick, and Slash, he gets laid a lot. And that's saying something, because he's not really that good looking of a guy, so. Don't go too fast, because then you'll be like, and that doesn't sound sexy. So you want to find that super sexy right in the middle, and you'll know, because when you get it right, that cute little neighbor girl that lives down the hall, she'll be knocking on your door. Excuse me, Ron? I just was wondering if maybe I could use your hair dryer. And you'll be like, hold on, I'm practicing the guitar. I'm just kidding, Ron, I want to have sex. All right. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Notice my face is always bitching when I'm doing this kind of shit. I said shit. Can I say shit on here? Sure I can. Your parents don't even know you're watching this. So when I do this, even when I'm doing an instructional type thing like right now, when I do this, my face is always doing cool guitar faces. Because when you play in a band, and you get used to that, I can't play without making faces. And the vibrato is always awesome. Even when there's no girls, and there's not even a girl in here, I still do cool vibrato. I could probably get laid just doing that, which is rad. Not right now, because there's no girls in here. Normally, you're a rock guitar player, I know you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this long. You'd be like, what the hell? Why am I watching this? Which isn't totally easy to do, because the notes are not, it's not totally symmetrical. There's a 3 and then a 2 and then a 3 on those strings, and it can get very confusing, especially when you're not a mathematician like me. I am not a mathematician. That's why I play guitar in a heavy metal band. And you're mixing up notes and different numbers, and it gets very confusing. But that's why you got to practice, kids, all right? 9, 10 hours a day if you want to be like Yngwie Malmsteen. And I know you do. You're never going to have as much gold as him, but I'll tell you what. Start investing now, right? So the solo for If You Really, 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 Really Love Me, it's very short, but it does some cool things that I like. The first lick, it starts high, which I like, because a lot of times guitar players feel like they can't start super high up on the neck for some reason, because it's kind of like blowing your load too early. You know what I mean? I know you do. But you know, sometimes it's good to start on a high note and then work your way back down. Sometimes you can play notes that are totally out of key, and it doesn't matter as long as you land on a note that is kind of in key at the right time, like the downbeat of the bar, or where the chord change happens. And that's very important to know, because you could go all over the place. You could play anywhere you want on the neck. As long as you know where to land at the right time, you're going to sound pretty good. It's a good thing to know. It means you can drink more on stage. I want to start and show you some of this stuff right now. Guys, where are you? Get back here. That's, I think Ritchie Blackmore used to do that kind of stuff a lot. And I like Ritchie Blackmore because he reminds me of a witch. And he was a great guitar player. And he wrote, I know, it's a bitchin' riff. This is one of the most expensive guitars money can buy. It's a Gibson something or other. Really good guitar, and I rented it just for this. Whoa, an acoustic guitar again? What's going on, dude? Is Satchel going country? You know, I should go country because that's where all the money is, all right? There's some really hot chicks in country music too, but I'm not gonna do that. You know why? Because I got heavy metal in my soul. I also ate a lot of fish when I was younger, and there's heavy metal on like mercury, so I got mercury poisoning. When I was a kid, so I have heavy metals in my blood. I'm just fucking hitting it hard, fucking heavy, dude, you know what I'm saying? It's like sticking it in without a condom, you know? That's the way I do things. Check out Slayer. What Slayer song was that? It's a new Slayer song, I just made it up. Okay, Slayer can have that one. But listen, those guys, they sound heavier, they sound more aggressive because they're muting, and a lot of it is downstrokes. So that's what I'm using here on Gang Bang at the Old Folks Home, because if you ever need to be aggressive, let me tell you, it's at the Old Folks Home. Trust me. And if you don't know what an arpeggio is, go to Wikipedia, because you just need to learn that stuff on Wikipedia, and then you come back to me, and I'll tell you where the dots are in relation to your arpeggios. But really, you just need to learn what an arpeggio is, because if you don't know what an arpeggio is yet, then you're in the wrong spot, kid, okay? Go learn what an arpeggio is. I love you guys, and thanks for playing guitar, and, you know, remember, it's a great instrument, and even though you probably suck right now, you're gonna get better if you practice.
And then what?
And then eventually you'll be a big boy, and your parents will probably make you move out of the house and get a real job, and you'll probably get if you're smart, you'll say, I'm not getting a job. I am going to play guitar, and I'm going to go rock for a living, and you will go and find a stripper to live with who will support you while you do this, and things will look up from there. You'll be on your way to the top of the rock and roll heap. And also remember that no matter what you do, no matter what you plug this into, no matter what kind of amp you use, if you suck on guitar, you're still gonna sound like shit, okay? Check this out. This is a little trick I learned. I do this when I'm on stage. You go, you know what? When I learned Van Halen 1, I think I learned the whole thing wrong, and that's when I realized I was never gonna play like Van Halen, and I went, I'm just gonna do some other licks. And that's when you start getting your own style. Anyway, I know you're fascinated right now by how sexually attractive I am for a man in his mid-50s. Although that may not be true. There's probably not one girl watching this right now. It's nothing but dudes, huh? You're a dude, aren't you? God, why couldn't you have been born a girl? Well, I guess you could have been, but you wouldn't be watching this right now if you were. Except for you, Mom. I love you. Thanks for buying me these spandex. And of course, you know, you always end with that. The basic pick, scratch, whammy, dive. Just in case the ladies weren't impressed with your ability to get in and out of the different places on the neck. If you ever wonder if you look at a long-haired dude and he's got a guitar, you can pretty much almost every time guess that he's either playing in the key of E minor or A minor. Okay, that's almost always the case. Occasionally we'll throw a D minor in there, or a B minor, or an F sharp minor, or G minor, or C sharp minor. I know, it's getting confusing now, isn't it? But if you're confused, if you want to take a guess, go for E minor first, all right? Because it's easy. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Uh-huh, I know. I don't even have to sing over that, and it still gives you goosebumps. You were probably cranking that on your computer, and your mom just walked in and just went, whoa, who is that guy? He's sexy. And wasn't that the key of E minor? Is your mom a musician too? That's weird. So yes, E minor. That lick that I just showed you is in E minor. There you go. Go get some pussy.